Good evening, everyone in Hillside. I'm Roger Romanelli, Hillside resident, joined with my fellow resident, Julio Aguirre. And indeed, we're candidates for Hillside trustees, Hillside government trustees in this election now. We know you have a choice to make to vote. We hope you will get all the information. And tonight with our press conference, we want to bring you a little bit more information about what's happening in Hillside. So what we'd like to show you tonight are some serious concerns about some of the corruption that's been happening in Hillside, unfortunately. The law is on our side. The Illinois election interference law is very clear. A government agency or a government entity like here, the Village of Hillside, they can't use your tax dollars. They can't use our government tax dollars for political activities, right? Our tax dollars have to be used for public service, whether it's police or fire or fixing our sidewalks or making a new park or our schools. That's what they're supposed to be used for, not politics. Here's a photo. I'll bring it close to the camera. Here's a photo of 3 public officials. So this isn't private information. These are public officials that work for the Village of Hillside. This man is Joe Beckwith. He works in the Village of Hillside. And these 2 women, Jerixa Hernandez and Iris Perez, they work for the Hillside Police Department. Miss Hernandez and Miss Perez, they're dispatchers for our Hillside Police Department, and their job is to field 911 calls and non-emergency calls and help the people of Hillside. Well, the truth of it is, on Saturday, February 11th, both of these women in undercover clothing, in regular civilian clothing, they came to our Hillside Neighbors meeting, which was a political meeting. It was open for everybody, but they gave fake names, fake email addresses, and they were definitely paid by the Village of Hillside that day. Here are the timesheets. We see here is a timesheet for Iris Perez, and here's a timesheet for Miss Hernandez. Miss Perez was paid 12 hours that day. Her typical shift is 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That falls right when our meeting occurred. So we believe, with all the evidence, that 2 Hillside police employees were paid that day and were instructed by the mayor and the trustees or someone else to go to the meeting of the mayor and trustees' political opposition. Under Illinois law, you can't do that. You can't use government funds for politics. Now, the other point of it is, here in Hillside, we do have some serious crime concerns. On Thanksgiving Day, a known drug dealer was shot and murdered, unfortunately, in our village on Thanksgiving Day. And we've seen speeding cars, and we've seen also some other apartments that are really in bad shape. We need our police officers and all of our police employees to protect and save the people, protect and serve the people, I should say, not engage in these political activities. So this is clear evidence, and tonight we're calling on Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox, as well as the Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul. They have to stop the mayor and trustees from using our taxes for political purposes. Now, the second piece we want to show you tonight is this flyer right here. If you could see this flyer, it says Hillside Independent Platform, and it's the mayor and trustees political party. This Wednesday night, this advertises that this Wednesday night, they want to have a political meeting at the building at 4941 Butterfield Rd. But the problem with that is, you see on this list, this is the list of government buildings that are insured by us. We pay for the insurance on these buildings. And you'll see on this list that 4941 Butterfield appears on this list as a government-owned building. Again, at your government-owned buildings, there can't be political events, private political events, or private political fundraisers. That's against the law. Now, if they wanted to use the library, which has freedom of speech, and it's a meeting that's open to everyone so we can ask questions, well, that's a different matter. But you can't use a government building for political purposes. That's against the law. So we appeal to all of you in Hillside to get the information and to know that some of your property taxes are not being spent the right way. Here's our third example that we'll show you at tonight's press conference. This is a photograph of Mayor Tamburino from November 23rd, 2020, 2 years ago and a couple months. Here in this village hall, the mayor promised all of us in Hillside that any development that took place on the property at Taft Avenue and Ridge would be a for-profit development to bring property taxes to Hillside. In fact, the mayor said on camera, the reason we bought the church property was that it hasn't paid property taxes for 100 years as a church. So now we want to bring a for-profit tax-paying development to this site. Well, friends in Hillside, 1 month ago today, the mayor and trustees voted that a new development will come there, 42 apartments. It will pay no property taxes for 50 years. And instead of the developer paying for the land, paying off the $800,000 that all of us have spent to buy the property and take care of it for the past 6 years, the mayor and trustees will lease the land to the apartment developer $1 a year for 50 years. That's right. We spent $800,000. We're getting $50 back for 50 years. The mayor told us it would be a for-profit development to bring more taxes to our village, so everybody's taxes stay low. But the developer they've chosen is a nonprofit corporation that will pay no property taxes for 50 years. And so for the 120 residents that will live at this apartment building, all of us and you will pay higher property taxes because they're going to be using the schools and the library in our village, and someone's going to have to pay property taxes for them. And unfortunately, we believe your taxes are going to increase. So we appeal to everyone in Hillside. We say to you, we brought you the information. We want you to get more information. And if you'd like to receive more information, you can contact us. Our website is hillsideneighborsparty.com. Our email is hillsideneighborsparty, hillsideneighborsparty@gmail.com. You can also call us at 708-213-7977. Now I'd like to turn to Julio Aguirre and see if Julio would like to add any comments to what I've said tonight. Go ahead, Julio.
Well, after 42 years in power, I think Tamburino and all the trustees have been making the wrong decisions, wasting our tax money and investing in wrong billings, improper manage our taxes, and everything that they do has been linked to some illegal activity. Or you can see our website. We have all the evidence. You can see that what we're saying is the truth. The truth is on our site, and it's time for a change. I think that we need people to start opening their eyes and wake up from this nightmare that we've been living for a long time. It's time for better government. It's time for a change. Thank you.
Thank you, Julio. Thank you very much. And so we thank everyone in Hillside for your dedication to our community, for working so hard and paying your property taxes. We can guarantee you that if you elect us as trustees, we're going to open the books to everyone. We're going to give you monthly financial reports. And every single day, we're going to try to cut your property taxes. We want to auction the SteamX building and give you a tax rebate. And we want to make the developer over here pay its fair share, $800,000 to buy the land. And last, always be safe in Hillside. Please go to our website, hillsideneighborsparty.com. You'll see many safety tips to keep you and your family safe. We wish you all a wonderful day. We hope you'll come out and vote, and contact us if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, there you go.